Okay, I'm back. I'm cleaning my glasses because they're filthy. So I can see just about as good without them as I can with them when they are so dirty. All right, here's part 2 of hair loss. Some other things that can cause hair loss is, as I said, dramatic weight loss. Some people lose their hair after they've had COVID, which is really weird. There's a lot of different things that could cause it. Stress could do it. A stressful job or just a stressful time in your life could cause it. Hormone imbalance can cause it. There's all kinds of things that can cause hair loss. And now we're going to talk about some of the things that maybe you could do to kind of reverse that. As I said, protein is what we really need for our hair. And if your body isn't shooting protein up to your hair follicle, that follicle is going to start shriveling up and stop producing the hair, because that's what the hair is predominantly made of. So the thing with protein is you can't just, let's just say that you want to have 70 grams of protein, 70 to 90 grams of protein a day, which is a pretty healthy amount, okay? It's a good amount, and it does a lot more things than preserve your hair. But you can't just sit down and take 70 ounces of protein. You can't just eat 2 pieces of salmon and say, okay, I've got my quota in for the day. That doesn't work that way, because your body will only absorb a certain amount of protein in a sitting. As women, probably about 23 grams in a sitting. So you've got to spread that protein out, spread a little bit in the morning, have some for lunch, have some for dinner, so that you're getting that protein throughout your day and your body can absorb all of that protein and not just a little bit, and then you'll void the rest of it out in your urine. So be sure to spread your protein out. Things that are high in protein are things, meat, fish, almonds have good almonds, and I think chia seeds. I'm not real sure on those because I don't like them. Cottage cheese is a good source of protein. Parmesan cheese actually is a good source of protein. But you think about Parmesan cheese, you don't just sit down and eat a hunk of Parmesan cheese. If you just sprinkle it on your spaghetti, that's not really probably enough to give you the protein that you need from it. Cottage cheese, I think I said, almonds, beans and lentils, those things have protein in them. So kind of spread those into your diet throughout the day so that you can get enough protein, and that'll help your hair. It'll not only help your hair not fall out, it'll help it be healthy. Okay, because that's really good. It'll help your whole body be healthy, actually, because we need protein. Also, calcium deficiency can sometimes cause it, and so can vitamin D deficiency. But these areas are very, very tricky, because you can't just go self-diagnose yourself with a lack of calcium or a lack of vitamin D, because that's something that has to be checked by a doctor. You have to get a blood test to see where your vitamin D level is and that sort of thing. And you don't want to just self-prescribe, yourself some vitamin D, because too much vitamin D is just about as harmful as not enough vitamin D. You can have leg cramping and all kinds of symptoms from an overdose of vitamin D. So that is something that has to be closely monitored by a doctor. And so, as again I said in the first video, please always consult a doctor before doing that. Vitamin D is something that just builds up in your body. Some things are kind of like soluble. That like the protein, if you get more than you need, you're just going to void it out. But vitamin D is not one of those things. It'll just keep building up, and so then you can get too much, and then that's not good either. So definitely, if you think you have a vitamin D deficiency, ask your doctor to check it, and then have your doctor monitor how much you're getting. Okay, I'm going to stop right here because we're getting to a limit, and then we're going to come back with more things.